Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am A.H.P. I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is basically me welcoming those of you who watch my content from Sweden and also sharing with you 20 traditional Swedish food. Okay. And so yeah, if you do watch my videos from Sweden, you are welcome. I hope that the content on this channel is beneficial to you, whether it's the arts and entertainment content, the business content, the real life issues, which is basically known as real talks. Content is beneficial to you, and also the fashion content. I hope that is beneficial to you. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to start sharing with you the 20 Swedish dishes. Okay, so number one is Stroganoff. Okay, Stroganoff. Let me know in the comment section if you have tried any of these dishes. Stroganoff is spelled Korv space Stroganoff, and it looks like this. Okay. While it shares its name with the classic Russian beef-based dish, Karlstroganoff is a different beast of a feast altogether. Okay. Admittedly, there are certain likeness. The piquancy of the sauce seasoned with paprika, the cream and the onions, but that's pretty much where the similarities end. What's it called? Instead of beef, this dish uses uniquely Swedish falukorv, which is a kind of smoked sausage, chopped tomatoes, a dollop of tomato puree, and a sprinkle of chili. A swirl of single cream at the end gives a velvety richness and is best served over a mound of hot, fluffy rice. Now, that sounds really yummy, really nice, because I have tried a sausage dish before with rice. So it sounds very nice. Okay. Number two is smogastata, which is spelled Smorgastarta, smogastata, and it looks like this. Okay, so if you like cake and sandwiches, you're going to love this dish. I like cakes, I like sandwiches. Okay, which is basically a sandwich cake. Okay, after layers of bread, often filled with either eggs or prawns in mayonnaise, have formed the body. The whole thing is then covered with cream cheese, spiked with lemon juice, then decorated. And here is where it starts to become fun. Fish roe, cucumber strips, tomato wedges arranged in star formations, and olives and herbs could all come into play and adorn the outer layer. The result is a centerpiece worthy showstopper. Now, I like all these ingredients that is mentioned here, so I'll definitely try this one out. Okay, I'll definitely try it out. Then there is Callops, which is spelled Kallops, and it looks like this. Okay, so a rich treat to warm the proverbial cockles. Callops is a dish for the deep Swedish winters. Cubes of prime beef are braised with red wine, onion, garlic, and carrots. Remember, wine, when in cooking, it doesn't make you drunk because the alcohol is evaporated once it's cooked, okay? So, onions, garlic, and carrots until soft and falling apart at the side of a fork. In many ways, it's similar to a traditional beef or French beef stew. Okay, that sounds very nice. But one key ingredient sets it apart: allspice berries, which I have. When dried, you can also use ground allspice. It comes from the same plant. These aromatic little numbers have a punchy, clove-like warm and take the flavors up a level. That sounds very nice. Serve with boiled potatoes and slices of pickled beetroot for authenticity. Okay, so that's quite easy to do. It's quite easy to put together. And what do you serve it with? Oh, boiled potatoes, sorry. That's what I said. Okay, so then there's Flagandi Jacob. Hey, this is what it looks like. Okay, Flagandi is spelled Flygande space Jacob Jakob. One of the most adventurous cooks. This dish is basically a curry casserole, but with a couple of twists. Okay. The central ingredient is chicken, all fine so far, curry powder, and a dash of chili sauce. Add spice, while milk and cream add richness. Things go a bit off piece when bacon gets involved as a salty, crunchy topping. And then there are the salted peanuts, also sprinkled on top, both before serving, The real wild card ingredient, bananas. Sliced and added to chicken curry. Okay, sweet, fruity, salty, creamy, spicy. This recipe's got a bit of everything. Now, I personally like all the ingredients, but the one that puts me off is bananas in food. Like, yeah, like bananas. I don't understand it too, but I'm willing to try. So, let me know in the comment section, would you try it? Would you even eat bananas? Like, I know Kenyans do it. I've seen Kenyans put bananas next to their food, like, and they'll be eating it. Like cooked food, banana, and they'll be eating it. Okay. Then there's Pitpot, which is spelled Pitepalt, Pitpot. And it looks like this. Okay. Comforting and filling, these potato dumplings are a favorite in northern Sweden. Grated potatoes are mixed with flour to make a dough, a bit like gnocchi. A hole is then poked in the middle, and diced or minced pork belly, seasoned with herbs and pepper, is stuffed inside. Okay. The dumplings are then boiled until they bob to the surface. Then they are scooped out and served steaming hot with butter, some more salty, crunchy pork belly, and sweet and tangy lingonberry jam. Okay, lingonberry jam. I've not seen lingonberry jam, but I can find it on Amazon. Amazon will come to the rescue. Then there's film joke. At this rate, we ain't sleeping today. We ain't having afternoon nap today. Because I have to pick up my son very soon from school. I ain't having school. Before school pick up nap. Anyway, film joke is spelled Filmjolk. And it looks like this. Pardon me. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm used to napping. Napping. Thinner than yogurt but thicker than milk. Film joke is mysterious liquid. It's a mysterious liquid. It's milk fermented with a particular species of bacteria to produce lactic acid and diacetyl from the milk, giving the drink its uniquely sharp, buttery flavor. It's a bit similar to buttermilk. I think I've had this in Uganda, like we have this in Uganda. It's used in Sweden mostly as accompaniment to breakfast. Yeah, we have this in Uganda. Okay. On muesli or with cereal or crushed crisp bread and fruit. It's so popular in Sweden that you can buy it in supermarkets in many flavors, from strawberry to honey. Okay, let me know. Would you try it? I would personally try it because we have something similar in Uganda. And then there is Pitipana, which is spelled Pyttipanna. Okay, and it looks like this. And it kind of reminds me of hash. And knowingly, you've probably had this dish before, even at home, for a hangover busting breakfast. It's similar to hash. I told you, it looks like hash. I've had hash before. A fried until caramelized combo of potatoes, onions, and meat, usually smoked sausage or bacon, but sometimes leftover steak, lamb, or ham hammock. It's served with a sunny side up egg, pickled beetroot. This is Swedish recipe, after all, and salted tangy gherkins. I will try that. Okay. If you're heading off to make yourself some now, you could even chuck in some chopped chives or parsley to add a herby bite. I don't mind because I have those herbs indoors, so I'll definitely try that. Then there's Jansen's Temptation, which is spelled JANSSON apostrophe S space temptation TEMPTATION, and it looks like this. That's how it looks like. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, best described as a gratin style creamy potatoes and spreads casserole. Johnson's Fretzels or Johnson's Temptation is a festive classic. The dish can be served at any time of the year, but Swedes tend to have it during Christmas season. I'll definitely like to try this. Okay, so if you're wondering about the curious name, the dish is said to have been named after Pelle Johnson in 1844 to 1889, a Swedish opera singer and celebrated Epicurean. Then there is rag monk and lingonberries. Okay, rag monk is spelled RAGGMUNK space AND space LINGONBERRIES. Okay, and they look like this. This is how they look like. All right. According to Swedes, lingonberries go with everything, and ragmonk is no exception. This potato pancakes is fried in butter and usually served with fried pork. That sounds nice. I like pork. Okay, I like pork. It's eaten typically during the winter months in Sweden. People prefer not to use newly harvested potatoes, but no one will judge you if they catch you tucking in at another time of the year. So you can eat it in winter because it's quite filling. Okay, but you can eat it any time of the year. Okay, I'll definitely like to try that. Then there's gravlax with dill potatoes. Okay, gravlax is spelled GRAVLAX space WITH space DILL space POTATOES. Okay, gravlax with dill potatoes. And this is what it looks like. And if it's anything that I think it looks like, it's, yeah, it looks like salmon. Gravlax is basically dill cured salmon, has traveled beyond Sweden to grace tables around the world. It's typically served with mustard sauce, which has French origins, a fixture on the traditional smorgasbord. Gravlax is thinly sliced and often comes with cold potatoes and dill. It's delicious. So yeah, me, I like my salmon cooked. I like my potatoes hot. So I'm sorry, I'll not be trying this. No. There is crayfish. I've got some crayfish. Crayfish is spelled CRAYFISH. Now I've got crayfish in powder form though. This is what it looks like. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. August is the best month for shellfish and of course crayfish, which became an upper class favorite in the 1500s. This delicacy has been democratized down through the centuries and is now enjoyed as part of seafood celebration nationwide in the later summer months, usually as a main course with lobster. Okay, so you can have it as a main course, part of a main course. Okay, then there's naka broad, which is spelled KNACKE BROD. And it looks like this. It looks more like a snack. It's a crisp bread known as knäckebröd in Swedish. Was once considered food for paupers, basically poor people, but that hasn't dented its everyman popularity over the past 500 years. It's still one of the most common sides served alongside the main course. It can be topped with staples such as cheese and ham, but for sweets, there's nothing quite as delicious as eating it with caviar at breakfast. So you can have it with ham and cheese or caviar. Okay. I've never tried caviar. I've never tried caviar. I would love to try it. I don't mind it. I don't mind trying it. Sorry. And then there's chives and sour cream. Okay. And the combination is looking like that. And it's quite a delicious looking combination, if I might add. Especially popular during Sweden's time-honored midsummer festivities, chives and sour cream is perhaps the most popular dish you'll find on the festive table. It's the perfect accompaniment to a lunch of cold potatoes and salmon or pickled herring. I prefer the pickled herring, okay? Like, must the potatoes be cold? I don't mind if it's cooked, and okay, cold potatoes is actually not bad because you have potato salad. So yeah, okay. Then there's pickled herring. Herring is spelled Herring. Okay, and it looks like this. I'd love to know how to pickle stuff. Herring fishing has been an occupation in Sweden since the Middle Ages, and it is pickled. And in its pickled form, the piscatorial staple is at the center of the smorgasbord, the Swedish buffet of meatballs and prinskorv, which is mini sausages, or cured salmon. Pickled herring takes different flavors: onion, garlic, dill, mustard, well, and is often served with potatoes and sour cream and sometimes boiled eggs. Good, sounds good combination. I don't mind trying. Then there is gubrora, which looks like this. Europeans, yeah, their food, yeah, is very interesting. In a country that lives, eats, and breathes seafood, gubrora, which is an old man's mix, is a tasty classic, an egg and anchovy salad. Ooh, ooh. We have anchovies here, but they're small. Okay, tiny ones. I don't know if we have any big ones. I don't know, but I can find it. I can look for it. So should I say? It's served on a thin slice of dark bread and rolled out routinely during national celebrations. You might be offered it as a starter or a midnight snack. That's quite nice. Why does it have to be midnight? So you spell it Gubrora, gubrora. Then toast skagen. Toast is Toast, and then space. Skagen is Skagen. Okay, and it looks like this. It looks like that. Yep. Created in the late 1950s by chef restaurateur and national treasure Torre Redman, Skagen toast is now part of the national's culinary repertoire, equally popular as a starter in cafes and at home. It's a piece of sautéed bread topped with prawns, white fish roe, Dijon mustard, mayonnaise, and a sprig of dill. It's Swedish elegant in a mouthful. Skagen is the name of a fishing port in the northern part of Denmark. Okay, then there's at sopa, which is spelled ARTSOPPA. And it looks like this. Sorry. And it looks like that. Now, I like bacon, okay? I like bacon. I don't know what else is there. So with hearty chunks of rimat floss, which is bacon, a sopa, which is yellow pea soup, is a nourishing classic and a university student staple that has been warming winter chilled bellies since medieval times, because historically the consumption of meat on Fridays was frowned upon for religious reasons. Oh God, deliver us from religion. Because Thursday was always the big night for it, as it still is today. Usually as a starter, the custom is to follow it with pancakes dolloped with cream and jam. Okay. He'll fill you up. Then there is meatballs, which is spelled MEATBALLS. I like meatballs. I've eaten meatballs before. That's how it looks like. Anyone who's ever been to IKEA will have encountered this porky Swedish favorite. Ideally, you want to hold out the classic format, meatballs just like mum used to make, or homemade, which means visiting Sweden. The recipe varies from region to region. Okay, in the north they don't use a lot of pork, which is less fat in the meatball, while the further south you go, you'll find the opposite. It's side dishes. Macaroni or mashed potatoes, cream sauce, and lingonberries are a delicious as the main event. Then there is present. Have I got a lot more to go? No, I haven't. Ooh. Okay. Then there is Princess Tata, which is spelled PRINSESTARTA. And it looks like this, and it looks like a dessert, if I must say. And I've got half an hour to myself after this video. Yay! To lie down and relax and watch YouTube. Just before my son comes back home. Me time before he comes back home. Okay? Topped with bright pink sugar rose, the Princess Tata, which is a princess cake, is something to see. The story behind its popularity, it was a much loved birthday treat made for daughters of Prince Carl by their teacher, Jenny Acastron. Today the cake makes an annual appearance during the 3rd week of September. If you can't be in Sweden at that time of the year, the Princess Tata is also popular during other festivals and birthdays. Let me know if you've tried out that cake before. My daughter would love it because she likes anything with princess stuff. Okay, so she would probably love it. I would find the recipe and make it because we have not been to Denmark. We have not been to Sweden. And we are not planning to go anytime soon. Okay? But we love to go. I would love to go to it. And then the last one is saffrons, beulah, and cinnamon buns. Saffrons beulah is spelled SAFFRANS BULL AND. Cinnamon is CINNAMON space buns BUNS. So it's called saffrons, beulah, and cinnamon buns. Okay, which looks like this. Now I have tried this before. I believe so. I think so. It looks like something I've tried before. Okay. Okay, so saffrons beulah is actually saffron buns, so buns made out of saffron. Are usually served during Christmas season. Okay, until New Year's Day. They are an essential part of Sweden's Lucia feast days, which is basically Lucia tag, which is December 13th December. In the past, this was thought to be the longest night of the year. Another much loved pastry is cinnamon buns. Okay, so it's 2 different types of buns. So the saffron buns and the cinnamon buns. Okay. A sticky, I think I've tried the cinnamon buns. Yeah. A sticky treat offered year round and something of a habit with morning coffee. That would actually be really nice. So that brings us to the end of the dishes. Okay. That is it, guys. I shall see you all in the next video. Okay. So have a good day. Have a good weekend. It's Friday today. So have a good weekend. My videos will now be later on in the evenings on Saturdays and Sunday because my son is at home. So it's a very rare occasion for me to film during the day. Okay, but anyway, I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye.